Hi everybody in my Tlsq Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so we're on to part 3 of 4 of Career Day at Hogwarts. Show your capability in multiple wizarding careers, from duelist to potioneer to cursebreaker, as you and your friends experiment to discover their passions and unravel the fates foretold by Professor Trelawney's crystal ball. I have a hard time with her name. Trelawney or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I should really look that up. Let's see how many parts are this one. 4. Well, usually the 4th part is usually the shortest, so let's get to it. Hurry to claim your free butterbeer. You had me at butterbeer. Okay. Look at all these people. A lot of students must be interested in running their own businesses. It's more likely that they're heard about the free butterbeer, but being your own boss does have a certain ring to it. I hope someone here can help us understand the visions we saw in Professor Trelawney's crystal ball. All I saw in mine was a desk, and I still don't know exactly what that says about my future. At least you have a future. I didn't see much of anything in my vision. To be honest, it really starting to bother me. Don't worry, Marilla. I'm sure both of us have promising careers ahead of us. If you say so. Come on, let's find someone to talk to. Well, if it isn't Mr. Grogu Baby and Miss Marilla Snide. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. Come, tell me what's on your mind. It feels like only yesterday that you stepped into my shop in search of your first wand. Oh, that's who he is. You see him at the first of the game. A lot's happened since then. I'll say you've become quite the remarkable young wizard. I admit I'm quite curious about Headmaster Dumbledore's career program. What word would you say best describes your experience with it so far? It's quite exciting. I've learned a great deal about wizarding careers and met some fascinating people. Glad to hear it. Discovering the world beyond Hogwarts is what this program is all about. I sense there's something troubling you beyond normal career anxiety. Marilla and I wanted a glimpse of our future, so we gazed into Professor Trelawney's crystal ball. But what we saw was, well, a little confusing. Baby saw a desk, and I just witnessed a big blur. Fascinating. To know one's own future is a double-edged sword indeed. I may not be able to offer advice on divination, but I can certainly help you in your career considerations. Okay. I am going to need more energy because this is sucking it up fast. Okay, here we go. Do. Okay. Sorry I'm not making a lot of noise with this, but I'm just trying to concentrate on where to click. Because once I get to a certain point, I am just going to click off of it. And right here. There we go. The way you put it, finding the right career is a bit like finding the right wand. I couldn't have said it better, Mr. Baby. I've long believed that the wand chooses the wizard. In some cases, the same can be said about careers. Are you saying a career may end up choosing me? I only mean to say that you never know what fate has in store. Now is the time to experiment. Spread your wings and find your passion. Just like a wand, when you find the career that's right for you, you'll know. Thank you, Mr. Ollivander. What do you think, Marilla? If we keep experimenting, we might find a career that feels right. That's easy for Mr. Ollivander to say. He comes from a long line of wand makers. He never had to make these sort of decisions. Plus, I bet he never saw a vision that was just a blur. I sense that you still don't feel great about your future. Your senses are accurate. Go on to the next event without me. Are you sure? Tonks says that Professor Flitwick invited another special guest for Charms class. Go on, baby. I have a lot to think about. I'll find you later, Marilla. I'm not giving up on this just yet. Okay. Charms. Meet with Tonks. Here we go. Watcher, Grogu. Hello, Tonks. I'm so excited for this next speaker. Hello, students. My name is Evelyn Starling. I'm a professional duelist. I remember her. She came to Hogwarts to duel Professor Flitwick and very nearly won. This ought to be quite the charms lesson. Even if you don't compete in tournaments, many careers require high-level dueling skills. With that in mind, I'd like to request 2 brave volunteers to join me in a demonstration. If you have aspirations to become a guard, curse breaker, or an Auror, I can tell you how your skills compare. Tonks, we should volunteer. Good idea, Grogu. I've been wanting to see how my dueling skills match up to an Auror's. Miss Starling, we volunteer. Oh God, not dueling, please. Oh, no. Very good. Now I want both of you to do your best. I'll critique your abilities and provide feedback. If you have what it takes to take a role that requires high-level dueling, I'll let you know. Oh, good. I don't have to duel. I still have like 13 or 14 duels, spells that I haven't unlocked. I'm not good at guessing. I'm hoping that maybe a Tlsq will help me. I just unlocked that recently. I did a video that did very well for me. Thank you so much for everybody for watching that video. That was one that a lot of people had put requests and sent letters into Jam City asking them. And if you have any other ones that were missed, feel free to send in to Jam City and ask them. You never know what they might do. Almost there. Very impressive. Both of you have skills that are far above average. I can hardly believe the 2 of you are still students. You might even be good enough to qualify for competitions. I've never considered that. How do you feel about the idea of competing in dueling tournaments, Grogu? Dueling in proper tournaments seems like fun. I'll say it could be a great way to polish our skills. Competitions aside, I'm quite impressed by the dueling skills the 2 of you displayed today. Miss Starling, how would you say our skills compare to that of, say, an Auror? Well, you still have a long way to go, but as far as the fundamentals, both of you have what it takes. Brilliant! Just remember, it takes more than dueling skills to become an Auror. You need to study hard. You'll have to practice and address your weak points, too. Weak points? Of course, we all have our areas where we can improve. While it is good to reinforce one's strength, a true duelist must balance offense, defense, and strategy. Being well-rounded is important for a duelist and for many other careers too. I'll have to keep that in mind when considering future career paths. Thanks for being my dueling partner, Grogu, and whatever that business about a desk was before, I hope you figure it out. Thanks, Tonks. I should go meet with Penny next. Apparently Professor Snape has a challenge for us. If Marilla is there, I can check with her on how she's feeling about her future. Is this where we're supposed to feel sympathy for Marilla? I don't know, I'm finding that pretty hard. Oh, I gotta click on the little guy. Anything else? No. Let's see where we are. 3 or 4. These are so long. Okay, here we go. Marula isn't here. She must not be ready to rejoin the career program events yet. When this event is over, I shall go find her. She seemed worried about what her vision meant about her future. The exact art and subtle science of potion making is more than a subject for lessons at Hogwarts. For those with the skill, talent, and dedication, it can also be a career. But only a select few can become potioneers and brew potions professionally. With that in mind, I have set up several potion-making challenges to test your potioneer potential. I expect most of you to fail. Hello again, Penny. You seem to be in a good mood. I am, Grogu. I feel like I've rediscovered my passion for potions. For potions, I presume? Precisely. After seeing my vision in Professor Trelawney's crystal ball, I thought my destiny might be to become a healer. I remember, but after the healer event, you still weren't convinced. I came here afterwards and helped Professor Snape test out his potions challenge. I take it you already passed? Of course, the experience just reminded me how much I love potion making. And I'm not going to let some prediction prevent me from pursuing my passion. I'm going to be a potioneer, and you can be one too. Perhaps in my vision of the future, I saw a desk. I assume potioneers would also need one of those for their job. I'm glad you're open to this, Grogu. I met with Mr. Ollivander at another event, and he advised me to stay open to possibilities. If I have potioneer potential, I should put in some practice and find out. Some tongue twisters in there. Okay. That's a lot of fun. They're just very long. It's going to be like over an hour and something for these. Okay. I need to add some energy. I keep running out. There we go. Almost there. Well, a third of the way. Do. Okay, almost there. Come on. I wish there was a way you could just skip. Go to the end if you have enough energy than having to click. Especially doing these videos. There's not really much you can do while you're clicking. Okay, almost there. Okay. There we go. The potion is almost ready. Just one last step. There we go. I clicked it too fast. Here we go. It's done. Shocking. You did much better in my challenges than expected, Mr. Baby. But if you wish to prove your potential, you will identify the potion you just completed. You can do this, Grogu. I know you can get to the truth of the matter. Miss Haywood. Sorry, I've said too much. Well, Mr. Baby, can you identify the potion you just brewed? I don't know. This colorless, odorless potion can only be one thing. Veritas Serum. It's the most powerful truth serum known. Very good, Mr. Baby. That is correct. It seems you have surpassed my expectations. Perhaps you have potioneer potential after all. Thank you, Professor. Grogu, you did it. Yeah, a lucky guess. Trust me. Thanks for helping me through that, Penny. You were brilliant, Grogu. Most people couldn't even make it through the second challenge. I'm glad you feel better about your vision you saw in Professor Trelawney's crystal ball. If your vision of yourself with the healers was false, perhaps the visions Marilla and I had were false too. Perhaps I'm not so sure my vision was false. It's all about interpretation. What do you mean? In my vision, I was holding a potion while surrounded by healers, but I wasn't wearing a healer uniform. I could just have easily been a potioneer providing a healing potion to a patient in need. I see by reinterpreting your vision, you came away with a completely different meaning. Exactly the same could be true for you and Marilla. Thanks, Penny. You've been a big help. Of course, good luck reinterpreting your visions. I'd better find Marilla. I believe she'll be at the next career event, a curse-breaking demonstration. Ooh. Okay, let's go see Miss Cranky Pants, as I like to call her. Okay. Here we go. Marilla, baby. That sounds funny. I know you're worried about your vision from Professor Trelawney's crystal ball, but I may be able to help. I just came from an event with Penny. We think that by interpreting our visions, we might. I don't want to talk about my vision right now, baby. I just hope that I can finally find some sort of work that feels right to me. Oh. Greetings, students. Cecil Lee is the name. I work in the Ministry of Magic's Werewolf Capture Division. Cecil Lee, I remember him. He came to Hogwarts to help solve a werewolf problem. But to be honest, he wasn't all that helpful. The curse-breaking expert who was supposed to be here got a nasty curse and needs time to recover. I was called in at a last-minute replacement, and do you know who also suffers from a curse? Werewolves. If you see a werewolf, tell an adult. If no adults are around, then... This is ridiculous. You're supposed to be our curse-breaking expert? Baby and I have been investigating breaking curses since our first year. I'll bet we know more about curse breaking than you ever will. I'm not sure we call ourselves experts, but we have broken our share of curses. I'm sorry I'm not the expert you expected, but I can still promise a rousing demonstration. I've even given a cursed sock and a helpful set of instructions. A cursed sock? Yup, it fits great too. Hang on a tick. Was I supposed to put it on? Oh my God. Cecil, are you all right? Not to worry, children. This is all part of the demonstration. But since the two of you seem to know so much about curses, perhaps you could kindly take over. What do you need us to do? Just tell us what you know about curse breaking and act natural. I don't want to alarm anyone. Feel free to consult the curse breaker's instructions for useful information, including how to break this curse. Another 5 stars. My goodness. Okay. No, we'll get through it. Next part will be part 4. Wow, it's going to be a long video for people to watch. Probably my longest set it yet. Man. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Almost there, almost there. I'm tapping as fast as I can. There we go. In conclusion, most curse breakers work for the Gringotts Wizarding Bank. They travel the world in search of enchanted treasure and break any curses protecting it. It's a dangerous job, so you need courage. You also need knowledge, or you'll never understand the nature of the curses you're breaking. And you'll need empathy too to help people who've gotten cursed. I think the empathy part is optional, but I suppose it couldn't hurt. Brilliant! Give the students a hand, everyone. Now, how about breaking this curse? There might have been a counterspell written on the curse breaker's instructions. Then let's have it. Can you remember the counterspell to break this curse? Let's see. I think it was Leviocorpus. Perhaps it wasn't. You're getting your spells mixed up, baby. The counter curse was Libera Corpus. Haha. Much appreciated. I understand curse breaking a lot better now, thanks to you two. For what it's worth, I think either of you would make fine curse breakers. Thanks, Cecil. I don't suppose you know if curse breakers use deaths. Marilla and I are trying to understand visions we had of the future. I saw a death, Marilla saw a blur. I assumed the desk in my vision suggested that a dreadfully boring job was in store for me. I'm fairly certain curse breakers use desks, as do all employees of the Werewolf Capture Division. Working at a desk doesn't mean your job isn't exciting or dangerous. All sorts of jobs use desks. I'm not sure what to make of a big blur, though. I see. Thanks, Cecil. What do you think, Marilla? Did curse breaking feel like the right role for you? She's gone. Not even curse breaking felt right to Marilla, but the career program is almost over. I'll need to hurry if I'm going to help Marilla feel better about the future before the program ends. Wow. Whew. Okay, so that's the end of part 3. Thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And like the video and all that wonderful stuff. Share it with anybody you want. And until next time, happy tapping, because this is the way.